1956 Gibson ES-175.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This guitar screams early rock and roll and jazz. I mean, it's just phenomenal. It's actually a ES-175D, which means that it's a slightly deeper width than like some of the thinner ES Spanish guitars that came later in the late 50s. But this is kind of the mid 50s, very transitional period for Gibson. You can see we have the original black P90 pickups. This is before the PAFs were really a thing. The PAFs didn't come out for another year or two.
Dog ear.
Yeah, so these are dog ear, right? Dog ear P90s, original. And this thing, it just has so much mojo to it. I mean, if it could talk, I mean, my God, the stories that this thing could tell, it's just off the charts cool. It has had a rebound, and it has had refrets done as well. And I believe that the tuning heads, the occlusion tuners were replaced in the 60s. Other than that, this thing is pretty much bone stock to that. But it has been loved, it has been played, but it definitely, for a player, an early ES-175, this is a must-see. And it had to be a custom order at the time as well, because you could only get them with one P90 at the time from the factory. You had to custom order it to get both.
Oh,
both
wow.
the bridge and the neck pickup. So yeah, I mean, it's just off the charts cool. If you're going for like a rockabilly or like a 50s tone, again, early rock and roll, Elvis, Eddie Cochran, any of those guys, this is the guitar that you want in your band. There's nothing like it. I mean, just the feel of it, it feels great.
What's the body wood made out of? Is this maple?
I believe it is, yeah.
With a mahogany neck.
Maple with mahogany neck, yeah. I'm pretty sure
in these parallelograms.
Parallelogram inlays, just like my Hummingbird, Dave. It has the same parallelogram inlays. And again, just look at the checkering on this thing. Just look at the finish. It's just sick.
The headstock just tells an entire story there.
Oh God, it does. I mean, when I saw this thing, I fell in love because, I mean, you can't, even with the Murphy Lab today, and what Gibson is doing some phenomenal custom shop stuff, but you can't replicate true age. As good as Murphy is at doing it in the Murphy Lab and all the guys at Gibson Custom, you can't really fake the real McCoy completely. And I mean, you see the checkering, the finishing here, and it's just exquisite. And I mean, again, a lot of its life has been in the case, no doubt. A lot of its life, it was played hard, and you can tell, and it's just great. So yeah, buy a reissue or buy the real thing. It's your choice as a player.
So it's been refretted.
Yes.
You got new binding on there. Do you know when that work was done? How long ago?
I suspect probably in the last 2 to 3 years. I know that the body was refinished at one time, and I think it was probably a refinish done sometime in the 70s or 80s, because it's just, you can tell that it was done a long time ago.
Original bone nut, or it's probably been changed a couple of times now, huh?
Yeah, it could have been changed a couple. It's hard for me to know that. Again, when you come into a piece like this that's darn near, what, 70 years old, 65, 70 years old. I mean, it's,
65 and a half.
65 and a half, yeah, just to not know, again, what may be completely original. You can see that, on the back here, there's a little place where maybe a little chip came out, but that just adds to the charm of it. I mean, just look at that headstock. Look at that. It's crazy.
Well, luckily we got Kevin down here today, and he's going to play this thing a little bit for us, and we can take another up close look, and we can hear it a little bit.
Absolutely. Sounds good.
Okay, Kevin, let's see what that thing sounds like.
This is in a neck position with the tone probably down on about 2 or 3 to give it kind of a mellow, jazzy, sound.
Okay.
Beautiful sound with the P90s is great. I'm going to brighten it up and go into the middle position.
And I just noticed that 60 cycle hum Just went away when you put it in both positions.
Oh, and it's kind of got the out of phase thing as well. You hear that? There. Like it. And that is very bright for the, you know, now if we go down to the, yeah, because I mean, you could do a country gig with this all day long
yeah.
on that P90.
What do you think happened here with this front
Cigarette.
pickup?
Tracy told me it was
Cigarette.
a cigarette. Somebody just had it down there, must have burned it a little bit, but I think it adds to the charm myself. I just think
It does.
I just think it's badass.
Yeah. I love it because you can go from the full round instantly to
It's almost like a telly, kind of a telly flavor.
I'm sorry?
A telly flavor almost. A little
It really does,
tiny
yeah.
bit.
No, that's and considering that it's yeah, this one's kind of meant to be played, not hung up on a wall somewhere.
Right.
I've had guitars that I've kept in bondage at home, and people said, "Oh, dude, take them out and play them. Let them breathe a little bit, you know. Let them have life." It's just that, you know, the headstock on this one. I'll have you know that I am approximately 1 year older than this guitar. And there's probably nobody else in this room who can make that claim. So, yeah, terrific piece. Yeah, I love it how the 60 cycle just
There it goes. Yeah, it's
goes
quiet
away.
now.
I think I did okay, hopefully.
nicely done.
Because I traded off a lot for that. But that's what I wanted to do.
It's really got that low to high mid little quack in there. I mean, you hear that? It's like got that little snap. And that just rounds out so nicely. I love P90s. I have a couple of Les Pauls with P90s in them, and they're great fun, except for the 60 cycle hum when you got a little gain on them, you know. Alrighty, boys.
Take
you
us
should
out
probably-
with something. Take
What's
us
that?
out with something. Give us a little bluesy jam or something.
Okay, let's see.